Hey there, it's Kat, and this is Brews and Reviews. I recently posted a poll on Twitter asking you guys which tag that you wanted to see me film next, and the result of that tag was that I should be filming the Honest Booktuber Tag. So here I am. That's what I'm filming. So the Honest Booktuber Tag was created by Harriet Rosie, and I was tagged by Megan Sue from Spinebreakers. So it's been a while since they tagged me, but I am finally doing this tag. Woo. Question number 1. Have you ever lied about reading a book? Yeah, I have. Because school is difficult. I think in high school I was actually okay and actually read my required reading, but by the time that I got to university, yeah, that went right down the tube. I mean, there were so many books that they wanted us to read, and they were so weird and so, like, just not anything that I would ever read normally. And I think the straw that broke the camel's back, the one that I was like, yeah, definitely finish this book, it was Hard Times by Charles Dickens, and I really haven't told you guys about my absolute distaste for anything that Charles Dickens has done. I just don't know what it is about his writing and just his style, and the stories that I've read that are his, I have really not liked them. There is like an intense hatred for it, and I think it's so slow going, and it probably stems from the fact that I had to study Great Expectations 3 times at school, and it just was painful for me. So yeah, I hate that, and I definitely had to lie about reading Hard Times to get through a class. Question number 2. Have you ever avoided a book because of the controversy surrounding the author or the content? Like, maybe? I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it. I don't think I consciously do it, but occasionally I'll find myself like in a charity shop and I'll see something on there and I'll be like, oh yeah, I could read that, but then I remember somebody saying that guy was an asshole, and in this case I am talking about Pittacus Law's I Am Number 4, that series, because I remember somebody saying that he was a total asshole to people, and I can't exactly remember why, but there's something in the back of my mind that's always like, don't pick that up. So I just haven't, I don't think there's been anything else that's particularly had that weird impact on me where I've just not picked it up. To be honest, I'm a little bit clueless about all sorts of dramas. I don't think I've really come across much of it enough to actually avoid people actively. Question number 3. Have you ever been sent a book for free and not disclosed it? No. Because why would you? I mean, I think I ramble a lot anyway, and like, I think I over-disclose things, so me saying that somebody's sent me a book for free, or if I've got it off NetGalley or something like that, it just comes out of my mouth before I even think about it, so you know, I guess that's a good thing in this case. Question number 4. Have you ever read a book with no intention of reading it? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I've ever I'm telling a lie, to be honest with you. So when I was about 18, 19, I used to work in a bookshop, and it was called The Works, and if you know about The Works in the UK, basically they have loads of great deals, which are like 3 books for £5 or $1.99 each, and there are some really good deals you can get in there. And now you see, I used to get 20% off when I worked there, and well, I'd often find 2 books, and then I think, I should just pick up something random, you know, go out of my comfort zone. I don't know if I was ever actually intending to read them, but I'm bloody reading them now because I am getting through these shelves, I'm telling you that. Anyway, aside from those where I was like sort of, I don't know, maybe I'll read them. I maybe bought a book that I had already read, that I had bought on audiobook in physical form for very, very cheap from like a charity shop, because I'm really lazy when I edit things in videos, so I bought it so I could hold it up because I knew it was one of my least favourite books, and instead of me just having to edit in every time I talked about this crappy book, I could just hold up that book, but I'm never going to read it again because it bored the shit out of me and it was so difficult to get through. And if you're wondering what that book is, it's A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, and I'm sorry I didn't like it because I really liked the first book in that series. Question number 5. Have you ever got caught up in booktube drama? No. But, like, as I said before, I'm pretty clueless, so there's that. Honestly, I'm one of those people who is got a lot going on in my own head, and often I find that it's not really my place to interfere. I don't like to butt into things that people are talking about because I don't feel like I know enough information about things, and I know that's like a weird flaw of mine, but it's not any of my business, and I'm super socially awkward, so I don't really want to butt in when I shouldn't. Cooper's come for a visit because he couldn't get through the kitchen door and he was sad about it. So now it's open and he's here. Question number 6. Have you ever had a hate comment and have you responded? Yes, I have had, in the grand history of my channel, 1 hate comment. And that's mostly because I am so insignificant that no one cares. And this 1 hate comment was on a review I did of a particular crime thriller, where I couldn't remember any of the people's names because it was so dull and it was such a trash book and all of the characters were like just the worst. And basically this person was like, oh my god, this is the best book I've ever read. And you know what? That's good for you if you feel that way, but also please don't tell me that my opinion is invalid, because yours isn't invalid, neither is mine. Thanks very much. You're right there, little man, you've fallen out of my arms. Be free! Question number 7. Have you ever made a video because you knew it would get views? I don't think I've actively done this. I think I've made videos because, you know, it just goes in a routine for me. A lot of the better viewed things on my channels are TBRs and wrap-ups, and that's just because I have like a consistent routine with them, so I think that people sort of expect them to come around at a certain point in time so they get better views, but not really. Other than that, my other like best viewed things are my skits, and I just make them because they're really fun, so. Question number 8. If you could go back to the beginning of your channel, would you do anything differently? Well, if you do go back that far with my channel, this channel used to be a duo channel, so it's very obviously different than it is now. To be honest, no, I wouldn't change anything. I like the direction that my channel's gone in and the sort of things I do. I think I wish that I did slightly more different content rather than just wrap-ups and TBRs, which tends to happen when I get into a bit of a funk, just in my own mental state, and then just trying to actually think of creative things is a little bit difficult for me, so I'm going to try and bring back more creative things, just in general, and I'd like to do more of them in the future. So I think if we were going from now, I'd definitely change things from what I'm doing right now, but from the beginning, I like where I started on this channel and where we've developed to. I just still think there's plenty more to improve on. In terms of what I was reading for the channel though, I think I would have liked to have opened up with what I was reading a little bit more from the start. Because when I first started, I read a lot of YA things and reread fantasy stuff that I had already read prior to BookTube. And that's not just me, that's not all that I read. I read a lot of different genres and I like to have the option to choose what I read. And I think I sort of constrained myself a little bit in the beginning so that I had to read like YA and fantasy because, you know, that's what everyone was talking about and that's what everyone was interested in, and now I just feel a little bit more comfortable in myself and I'm gonna read what I want to read, and if you guys like what I'm reading you'll say, if you don't then you won't, and you know, that's whatever. Question number 9. Are there any channels that you wish you could be more like? Yes, so many. I have such a huge admiration for so many channels and I don't say it enough, and it's mostly because I'm so socially awkward. I worry that I'm not going to say what I want to say in the right way, especially when I'm talking about people that I really admire and really appreciate, and I just don't say it enough. So I'm really sorry that I don't like, I really want to be able to do shout outs and things like that, but it causes me so much anxiety that I'm like, I freak out about it, and nobody needs to see that on film, so I apologise for not doing that more because I really wish that I could. There's so many people that I would just love to like shout out, but I suck. Back to the actual question. Yes, there are definitely 2 people who I would like to mention specifically in relation to this question. The first is Meg from Tome Infinity, and basically she comes up with these incredible ideas, such creative readathons, and just ideas in general. If you check out her channel, you'll know exactly what I mean. Her imagination and the way that she puts out things into this community is just amazing, and you know, I wish that I could have even like a third of that because it's just so awesome. The other person that I'd like to shout out is Zariah Rose, and this is because her editing is just amazing. I watched one of her videos, specifically like her vlogs, and they're just stunning to see. And I don't know how she does it, or like, I can't even fathom the skill, and it's just so gorgeous, and I think, you know, I'd love to be able to do things like that. And question number 10, what's something you love about your channel? I don't know. I like my skits. The ones that I do for the biannual bibliothon, I really enjoy baking those, and I really enjoy how they're received because everyone seems to really like them, which is nice because they're mainly me just looking like an idiot, to be honest. And they've kind of inspired me a little bit to try and do a sort of skit series, which I don't know if anyone's interested in. If you are and you've stayed this long into the video, please let me know. If you're interested in seeing a lot of fictional characters in these skit videos, obviously they're all played by me, which means that they're going to be terribly, terribly acted. But yeah, if you're interested in that, please let me know so that I know whether to invest my time and money into this endeavour. But skits are something that I really like, so I'm probably going to do it anyway. So there we have it. That was the Honest Booktuber tag, and I'm just really quite happy that I did that, because, you know, that's one of those ones where I was like, oh my god, am I going to be able to answer these? And yes, I could answer those. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!